how to draw this adorable deer? If so, you are going to need something to draw on. You are going to need something to draw your doodle with, something to erase any mistakes that you might make, and something to outline your doodle when you are done drawing it. Grab all of those supplies, grab the markers, the crayons, the colored pencils, or the paint, and let's get started. Let's go ahead and get started on our deer. So I am going to make my paper vertical, which means it's skinny here and tall here. And I am going to start kind of around the middle of my paper with that gumdrop shape that we use for all of our little characters. So go ahead with that kind of curved top. And make sure your lines are even. And then just a slightly curved bottom, not like a big deep U shape. Whoop. Just a slight curve for the bottom of the head. So we end up with our head. On each side of the head, you can go ahead and add just some small little organic shaped ears. Come out a little bigger there and a little skinnier as they come in. In the middle of his face, we're going to go ahead and do a nice big triangle shape, kind of rounded at the top. And I'm going to go ahead and color that in black. You can leave yours or you can color it in, that's up to you. And then from the outside corners of that nose, I'm going to curve up and into his head. And that's just to help add a little more color to my little deer here. On each side, I'm going to give him his oval eyes with the little circles. And since these are somewhat bigger eyes, I'm going to do my 8. I'm going to do my upside down number 8 for the eyes here. And make a smaller oval on the bottom for my shine marks. And then I'm going to give him just a small little smile. So now we've got a pretty good drawing of his head. I'm going to add a couple little spots just to help add a little bit of a different kind of different colors for inside my little deer. So there are some different spots. Now I'm going to come down and do her or his body. So if you want this to be a doe, you can go ahead and add eyelashes, draw the body with me, and skip the antlers. If you want this to be a buck, then you can skip the eyelashes, draw all of the rest of the deer with me. So I'm going to come right here in the middle and I'm going to curve in. So I want this to curve inward. And then I'm going to leave a gap and I'm going to kind of continue that curve up. And I'm going to stop. And this gap right here is going to be our deer's front leg. So I'm going to come down and out a little bit there. And I'm going to kind of match that curve here. So it's going to get a little wider out here. And I'm just going to match up those lines. And you can give him or her a little hoof here at the bottom and add on a little black. Make it just a thin black line. And right here in the front, I'm going to add a couple little zigzag lines that are going to meet up with that leg for some of the fur on the front of her or his leg. All right, back here is going to be our next leg. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to curve down and out. I want to kind of match these two legs. So I'm going to kind of do the same thing. I'm going to go up a little further here and come down. And I'm going to do my curve for my foot. And I'm going to do another curve for the hoof there at the bottom. So now she's got a front leg and a back leg, or he. And then I'm going to come from the neck down just a little bit, and I'm going to curve out and around. And that's going to meet up with the tush line over there. So now I've got his back and his little bum. And on his back, I'm going to add just a couple little jelly bean shapes, organic shapes, whatever you want to call them, peanuts, I don't know. Kind of make them whatever goofy little squiggly shape you can make. And those are just going to be some spots on the back of our deer. Now I'm going to come right back here by his tush and I'm going to do a curve line up And this is going to be his tail. And then when I come down, instead of just doing a curved line, I'm going to do some zigzags for some fur. And then I'm going to make another line in the middle there to break it up. So this could be some white, and then this could be that brown color that my deer is going to be. Now we're missing his other legs. So he does have some back legs, the legs on the other side of his body. So I'm going to come up here and just kind of make a curve in. And right here, I'm going to do the same thing, just curve down and in. And that's just his other foot, maybe he's got both of them lifted up, getting ready to run, whatever you want him to be doing. So if you're going to make a doe, let's say you're going to make this a female deer, go ahead and ground your deer, and she's done. Maybe you want to add some bushes to the background because she's hiding. Add your eyelashes, finish off your little baby deer. You got an adorable little doe. But if you want yours to be a boy deer and you want to make him a buck, because the bucks have the antlers, we're going to go ahead and doodle in the antlers. So on each side of the line that I made here, I'm going to come up with 2 lines, 2 parallel lines. And you want to keep your antlers kind of the same. So I'm going to curl up and out and come back in, and I'm going to stop. So I kind of want this to be open here in the middle. And I'm going to do the same thing over here. I'm going to curve out. I'm going to curve back in and down and leave that middle part open. And then I'm going to do a shorter version of that here. Come in, see how they're the same. And it's going to kind of look like a cactus. You can add as many as you want. Maybe you want to add another one here and go up. Maybe add a little bump out and come down. Whatever you do, you've got to be able to kind of copy it on the other side. So, like that. Now I've got my little buck. Maybe you bring your antlers out, kind of like we did on our moose, and make them a little bit of a bigger rack of antlers. But I'm going to leave it just like that. And I'm going to have my little deer here. Maybe he's just a little kid, just born. It's springtime. All of the animals are having babies. The babies are getting out and exploring. So let's go ahead and grab our crayons or our markers, and let's add a little color to this adorable little deer. Look at how cute our little baby deer turned out. I hope they had fun doodling with me today. If so, please like, subscribe, and share the video, and come back every day and check in for more doodles. I cannot wait to see you again next time. Have a wonderful day. Goodbye.